Good afternoon. Welcome to this closing session. So I thank Michiel already to have 30 minutes before lunch and also be the last presentation of the day. So that's always a great slot to have. There you go. So my title is Partnering with Microsoft. And I want to definitely do two things. One is looking at the joint opportunity we have. We're going to look a little bit from a market perspective. And then also how we invest today, but also for tomorrow, and to make sure that Microsoft is transforming with the customers, but also with the partner ecosystem. And so I was super happy that Michiel and Bo reached out to me 3 to 4 months ago in how we could not only be successful in the countries with IAMCP, but also how can we get connected on an EMEA level to help basically to do two things. One is to make sure that every country and the relationship we have in every country with Microsoft and IAMCP is strong. And secondly is that we decide at a European level with some of the presidents to make sure that we focus on the right things. I want to say today I'm committed to make sure that we strengthen that partnership. And the partnership is strengthening because of the value that we want to add to its members. So it's not because Microsoft and this association want to be successful, it's really to add value for you in your journey to transition to the cloud and to digitally transform. All right, so opportunity. In Microsoft, we always start with the digital transformation and the journey that customers go through. We always focus on the pillars that we have defined: engaging customers, transforming products, optimizing the operations, and then also empowering the employees. So the whole lineup of Microsoft technology, cloud services, solutions, products is aligned to these 4 pillars. Now we have discussed a lot about AI. I'm not going to take AI again and drill deep on the opportunity. I think this whole 24 hours has shown that AI is ready for prime time. And when you talk to a partner ecosystem, this is also the time for the partner to say, yes, it is time to invest in AI. It is time to invest in my competency. It's a time to invest in capabilities. It's time to really build a practice where you can show your AI capabilities to the customers. So when and Mitra this morning talked about the AI business school. I'm super happy to see this engagement in Italy on what they do around AI and getting young people into the academy. It is also true that in every of your countries, every country plan has an AI component. Okay, so when you engage with the country manager in Sweden, Denmark, Finland, Spain, Italy, it is good to talk about AI because every country manager has a part to do on AI. And what you have seen with Eduardo is happening in multiple countries. Is Microsoft stepping up with a partner like Digital Tree to really go after this huge opportunity. So my call to action is please join the opportunity. Now, in the Azure family, next to data and AI, we have some more opportunities. I want to talk you a little bit through the list here. We talk about Windows Server, SQL Server migration. Now, we all know that these 2 products have an end of service, end of support. But please don't go to your customer and say, this is it. Microsoft is no longer going to support you with these products, the versions that you have. We really want to make sure that we talk the digital journey, the digital transformation, and cloud migration and cloud migration services is the first step in a digital transformation of a company. This is why this is so important. Just to give you a few numbers, we still have 53 million instances of these 2 solutions on-prem. 80% of those are virtualized. If we take this mass and we all bring them to the cloud, to Azure, it's an annual $50 billion ACR. Of course, you're not going to get to the 50 billion, but I always say if you shoot for the stars, you land on the moon. So maybe if we do 10%, It's a $10 billion opportunity for us, Microsoft, and the partner ecosystem. When we leave Azure, and you know that if you talk to Microsoft, we always start with Azure. I think it's written on our forehead, ACR, Azure Customer Ads. It's what we do every day. But when we look at modern workplace, a lot of innovation has gone into modern workplace. And let's start with Microsoft 365. So when you look at the connected workplace, a modern workplace, it is a challenge for IT to make sure that when they install a modern workplace, they can still get to their obligations on security and compliance. I think you have heard this from your customers. It is super important. Those are two teams that live in the customer, security, compliance. And if you look at GDPR, pretty complex environment on compliance. You look at how mobile customers can reach your data mobile, wherever they are, that has risks. And then we have the all-up security. And therefore, we have launched now a one security offering, which is the Identity and Threat Protection offer. It's a SKU where the partner can take really the security message now through the SKU as a one message, as a one single offering across Office 365, Windows 10, and EMS. Huge opportunity for the partner ecosystem to really take that and take that to the customer. SMB, we talk a lot about enterprise and the big companies and how well we do. We call it the strategic 400 or 500, but in fact, the biggest growth opportunity and the biggest or the fastest growing segment within Microsoft is small and medium business. And you as partners, you live in that ecosystem. If you look at Italy, it's probably the country with the biggest number of small and medium businesses. And so there is a huge opportunity to really look at customer acquisition, new customers for Office 365. But we have already 2 million companies using Office 365. That means for you as an ecosystem, there is an opportunity for upsell and cross-sell, be it E3, E5, Microsoft 365. So it's a real opportunity for you to go after not only the new customers, but also after your customer base. And then one of our biggest new solutions is Microsoft Teams. I hope you know that this is our unified communication platform. It offers workspace chat, video meetings, and it is also a collaboration ecosystem where you have not only file storage, but you can collaborate on files. And it's backed by the security of Microsoft 365. And I see Arcadin, the banner there in the back of the room. It says, Microsoft Teams is ready. Are you ready? And so if I ask for a show of hands, who is using Teams today? I stop my pitch here. Thank you so much. So it is, but it's absolutely wonderful because we always start, if the partner starts to use the technology themselves, then it's easier to sell. It's this old guidance that we always have. Use it yourself and then you can sell it better. But Teams is a key focus for Microsoft. We want to go after every company today. 500,000 companies use Teams actively today. It is now available in 44 languages. So we are really, really ready for prime time on Teams. And we're going to continue with boot camps, with working with you on the enablement, on skilling your people. And we want also our sellers to be more competent on Teams. So we are adding solution specialists on Teams to help you with a joint customer engagement. Okay? So modern workplace, it's not, Microsoft is not about one cloud and it's called Azure. It has 3 clouds. The second cloud is modern workplace and Office 365 and Microsoft 365, and the other one is BizApps, business applications. Dynamics 365 is a born in the cloud set of modern and modular applications that combine ERP and CRM. Now, what is the opportunity for this channel? The opportunity is that you don't need to have legacy knowledge of ERP or CRM. You don't have to be an ex-Navision or an ex-Accepta partner. This is a solution that was built from the ground up in the cloud and really, really is also an application platform. So if you have a partner, use the platform to develop your own IP. It is possible also because it's really linked to Power Apps. And Power Apps allows you to really build application in time of a few days, weeks. And it helps you with investigating and analyzing your data to Power BI, which is part of the Power Apps family. And then you can integrate powerful workflows through Microsoft Flow, which again is part of the Power Apps family. So this is, for a partner ecosystem, a third cloud that you can go after. So again, Azure, Microsoft 365, also 365 on Modern Workplace, and then we have our biz applications. So now you look at these and you say, wow, this is a lot of money to make together. And we could do this on our own, probably, but we have always been a partner-focused company, and we will always be. And our tagline, we have tuned it now to, we are a customer-centric, partner-led organization. So we definitely start with the customer needs, everything that is around digital transformation, but then we work very, very closely with our partner ecosystem to not only to sell, but to deploy, make sure that the customers are using our technology, are consuming our technology. Okay? Now, I think the last 24 hours showed us that the world around us is evolving pretty rapidly, and that customers are evolving pretty rapidly too. And so that means that the expectation that a customer has of Microsoft and its ecosystem are absolutely increasing. So we need to be at our best game, but also the partner ecosystem needs to deliver the best possible solutions to customers. And so if you look at the customers, what they ask us is that partners can add real top skills, be it on technology or industry. They want to look for partners that have this combination of technology and industry knowledge. Okay? When they ask Microsoft, they also ask, what is the right partner for me? So we need to make sure that we absolutely know your solutions. When it comes to a partner, I think 10 years ago, you could make still a lot of money with the transactional piece of it, the selling piece, the invoice, and then you have a few points of profit. I think that is going away. And so the profit of a partner has to come from managed services, repeatable IP, even business solutions and applications, to projects that require implementation, planning, security, compliance. That's the new world. And therefore, Microsoft needs to transform and is transforming, and so does the partner ecosystem. So, and all our investments that we are trying to land with our ecosystem are focused on helping the partner with their own digital transformation. And so if we look at what exactly we want to do, what are the 3 pillars of our partner strategy? 2 years ago, we announced this one commercial partner organization. So I'm a member of that organization. We brought all the partner assets together under one leader, Gabriela Schuster. Okay? Now, that has created quite a bit of pain, and I want to say thank you for going through the pain with us, because it has not been easy. But there you see that we still going to continue with our operating model with the partners. We're going to help you building. We're going to help you go to market. We're going to help you sell with us. Those are the 3 pillars of investments too. So if you look at the build, it's helping you, what we just said, on AI, making sure that we offer you the playbooks, that we help you with our technical specialists, that you find a way to increase your knowledge. We want you to build practices. We want to extend your experience. And we want to make sure that we skill or help skilling your people. That's the building part. Okay? The go-to-market is, we have invested tons of money in delivering to you marketing services, a portfolio of marketing services to scale and reach to more customers. And then the third one is, we have program systems and tools in place to help you co-sell with Microsoft. So let's go a little bit one by one. Building your business. With the presidents, and then this morning with a meeting at breakfast with Bo and the team, we said this is probably one of the key things that we need to achieve together. And I think, Eduardo, you mentioned already the skilling. The skilling of our people to get to the right hires, to retain our people is probably the biggest job that we need to do. I was in Germany 2 weeks ago. They did a little bit of a survey. In Germany, we are missing 90,000 specialists to really go after the customer needs. 90,000 specialists. What are we going to do jointly about this? And so what we have tried to do, next to the managed partners who have technical resources in the countries, we are amping up all our digital assets. That's part of our digital transformation, is to give you a lot of digital assets. And if you look at the practice development guidance, one is that we have done on artificial intelligence, and I hope, Eduardo, that you have used it to build practices, but that's one of it. We also have a playbook on cloud migration and modernization. We have one on operations and management. Please, please have a look. Download it, whatever you do with it. So use it. It's there for you. It's a nice piece of work. The other one is that not only we want to help you with the technology, but we also want to help you with your digital transformation. So we have these digital transformation ebook series, really great to read. Go and access these ebook series because it helps you to understand what it will take for a partner to digitally transform. And it's a compilation of partners like you that have gone through the transformation, that had some mistakes, that learned from it, and give some guidance to the other partners. Bless you. And then the other one is again, to people. And what are we going to do to hire the right people, to retain the right people? What is it that we need to do? And so we had a working group with 700 partners where we have gone through what it would take to get to this to hire, onboard, and retain our best talent. And this is another playbook that I really want you to go to. It's in the build practice. I mean, it is a really good playbook for you to read through, because we want to help you in this thing. And so, like Eduardo was presenting, our AI business school, everything that we try to do to help you, giving you the best assets possible. So please use them. The same for reach customers. We don't have a lot of partner marketeers anymore, or marketeers that work with partners to build their go-to-market plan. Instead of that, we have built a very comprehensive portfolio of marketing services, from how do you generate leads, what do you do when you acquire new customers, how do you geo-expand, what do you need to do in terms of partner to partner. All of that is also there. Now, we discussed also with the association, it's always good, Microsoft, to have these digital assets, but how do we bring them to life? And I think one of the priorities of the association should just be that. How can we count on Klaus in Germany with his organization and his chapter that they're going to bring these assets to the partners so that they really used towards the customer. Today, 1,700 partners are using these services. We have an 80,000 partner ecosystem. So it's just a blip on the radar screen, 1,700. So really, really used it. It's now in 14 languages, and it's supported in 174 countries. So really, really there for you to use. And then the last one, it's probably one, let me do this. When I look at Olivia, we had a really good debate on this in Brussels a few weeks ago, is how do you really jointly sell with Microsoft? And I want to break it into these circles. The inner circle is really what we call Cosell, with our field seller and inside sellers. That means that the partner and Microsoft, and I agree with Olivia that the part of Microsoft could be a little bit better, so we share opportunities. Olivia would always say, I'm sharing opportunities with you, but you never share with me. So, which is probably a consensus in the room. And so this is what we want to make sure, that through what we call the IP Cosell program, is that our sellers now are compensated to sell your solution if it drives Azure consumed revenue. That's pretty big for Microsoft. I can't disclose the millions that we pay to our people to do this, because in the end, we pay our people double. We pay our people double if they do so. But still, Amy Hood, our CFO, has said, no, we're going to continue. So the good news, Olivia, is, and for other people in the room that are joining IP Cosell, we're going to continue. Next year, we're going to incentivize and compensate our sellers on third-party selling. But we're not going to limit it anymore to ACR. We also bring in business applications and modern workplace, especially Teams. So I want to apologize for people who have joined the program for all the burden that we have put on you. But we have, as we asked our customers, we are a very compliant company. And we need to do things in a compliant way. And when we started, unfortunately, we have seen some partners also tricking the system, and we were a little bit loose ends in some cases. So we definitely want to make sure that now we have found a way to stabilize the process and all the investments from your side. And we want to make sure that we are successful with the IP Cosell. The biggest investment, I think that, or one of the biggest investments Microsoft is making is in the big circle, the marketplace. Why? Because customers are changing their software buying behavior. They no longer come first to you. No. They want to learn. They want to try and buy. And the window for them, the store for them, is the marketplace. So if you look at IT decisions today, so Forrester did a little survey, I think 65% of the IT decisions or software decisions are influenced or taken by business decision makers. That's a big one. And then 68% of these people, they say, before I take any decision, I want to see it, I want to feel it, I want to do something with it, I want to test it before I go to a partner for then the bigger plan and the bigger project. And the marketplace is today in two storefronts. You have the Azure Marketplace and you have AppSource. Together, it brings a view of 8,000 first-party and third-party applications and services to the customers. Now, you can say 8,000, how does a customer find the right solution? There is a lot of investment today to infuse what we just heard, AI in it, so that customers have it very, very easy to go really to the partners they want to see. Second investment is that partners that are on the marketplace have a much better and easier view on who the partners are that they want to work with. That can be like for a partner like Tech Data that has a channel, but it can also pure partner to partner, where partners reach out to other partners to go after the customer opportunity together. Okay? And it will connect our field sellers with the partner solution. So a lot of changes in the marketplace, and the call to action to you is make sure that your business and your solution is on the Azure Marketplace or on AppSource, because that's a big window for you guys to take, because there are like millions of customers that visit the marketplaces every single day. Big opportunity there. And then we have CSP, and the Cloud Service Provider program. Who is on CSP, works with CSP? Okay. So CSP, when we brought CSP to market 5 years ago, it was meant to be the partner-centric platform for cloud services selling, provisioning, and deployment and usage. And it's still the case. So this is, if you want to go somewhere and you want to have a customer that is really managed by you, you go CSP. That's the way to do it. Okay? And so we heard a lot of feedback on, especially on Azure, on the differences between an enterprise agreement and CSP, the pricing, discounting, all that stuff. We're going to have some good announcements in 3 weeks now on CSP and Azure and how we evolve the CSP on Azure. Some good news, I think, with some changes, and changes will ask for some work, both of us. For the customer, good news. we hopefully think that it's good news for the partner also, because the partner have asked a lot around, can we make it easier? Can we make it more straightforward? Is it easier for us to embed the solution of Microsoft with managed services? So I hope that you will be enthusiastic about the changes we are making. So that's the whole co-selling part. We really want to make sure that if we have a need with a customer, that we join forces. 95% of all our revenue that we generate is touched or influenced by a partner. It was 10 years ago like that, and it's going to remain. So we want to invest to make sure that our partnership stays strong. So just to close out, I believe we have an immense market opportunity. Customers are transforming at a pace that is faster than we would ever have thought. We have a lineup of solutions and services, really a good lineup. And of course, we have competition. We want to be the best in the work we do. Then you're building on our technology. We want to make sure that we give you all the assets that you need to build practices, to go to new solutions, to be with Microsoft, be it on the go-to-market services. We want to help you. And then we want to make sure that our systems, tools, programs support this joint selling. That Microsoft is reinforced by a partner and partners reinforced by Microsoft when we deliver a joint value, be it the marketplace, the co-selling programs, or CSP. So that's what we want to do. With that, a little bit of advertising. Please join us at Inspire. I would lie to you that I love Las Vegas, but we're there for another 2 years. So I would say, welcome to Las Vegas. I know that some faces will definitely back, but this is absolutely a place where we're going to announce a few new exciting things around what we do on the technology front, but also how this relates to the partner opportunity. And this is the partner-to-partner opportunity. I think, so we have sessions, and then I don't know how many partner-to-partner meetings we have. We have this big place where we have all these tables. I think we have here, Michiel, a few tables, like 14 or 16 or whatever. It's like 1,600 number. I mean, so if you want to go.
We have 193 meetings set up for this afternoon so far.
Wow. That's a little Inspire. That's a little Inspire. So anyway, please join us if you can. It's a time invest well spent. So thank you for that. And the team for Inspire is partners make more possible. That's our honest belief. We are a customer-centric and a partner-led organization, and we will remain like that for the years to come, and we're going to help you go after these joint opportunities. Thank you so much for your loyalty, because I know that I'm talking to a very loyal community, and have a great rest of the day.
So we have time to take some or even a lot of questions for Wim.
Aye.
Yeah. Don't go yet. So questions, volunteers. Well, don't start complaining to me afterwards at the breaks, right? So share it here.
But they don't want to share their complaints. They want to say how...
I mean, constructive criticism or... Right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Questions for Wim? Nobody.
I have a few table meetings.
There's one question here. Sorry. Your name?
Stellan here from Active Solutions Sweden. You're mentioning some changes in the CSP program. You said A, and now you have to say B.
I can't.
Tell us.
No, I can't. It's still under NDA. We're going to announce it in 3 weeks.
Where?
No, it's just an announcement, broad announcement on MPN that we're going to launch. Yeah.
Announcement also covering the news about the IP co-selling, or is it a different announcement?
No, a different announcement. And so in Inspire, we're going to basically focus on the co-sell and the news there, and then we're going to have also the whole marketplace, CSP. So we're going to bundle it in one communication approach on how we partner with you in the future and today.
Fernando.
Hi, this is Fernando.
Hey, Fernando.
CEO of Tech IT Pro, a Spain partner. A lot of people still thinking about Inspire this year. You mentioned it. Because some people thinking again Las Vegas. Well, this year looks not very new presentation. So, do you have some any detail from the agenda or any element that let's say make us say, well, I have to be there besides the networking and all we do? Okay.
Yeah, and, look, I think the networking is always part of always there. I think what I just said, and I can't tell you, is that there are a few announcements that are really, really impactful for the partner ecosystem. And for us, it's good to announce there, but then also be very close to our partners to have the first feedback on it. Technology-wise, I think it's going to be the evolution on AI. There's going to be a lot on AI. We're going to talk a lot about the evolutions that I said on modern workplace, around teams, around other exciting things. So it is this combination of technology update. It is an update on the partner ecosystem, the partner investments that we make, and it's the networking. Those are continue to be the three pillars. Exactly what we're going to announce, we can't tell you always, because then you will not come to Inspire. So.
Hi, my name is Sten Helmer from TBK Consult in Denmark.
Hey.
I'm at the IAMCP board as well in Denmark. There has been some changes to the ISV competences.
Yep.
Can you share with us the status of that and how you see that in the future?
Yeah, so also it's still work in progress. I can't disclose a lot, but so we have been through a whole loop of feedback, and you work with Chris Dial, I think. Is it not? You were in Brussels also, I think.
Not that time.
Oh, okay.
I know of Chris, and Chris knows me.
Yeah, and so we have really taken all the feedback, and simply we needed time to revamp a program. So I hope that with the announcement of the ISV, new view program, competency, whatever you name it, you're going to see that the feedback is taken, and that so there is no doubt in the world that ISVs are a core asset. It's like Mitra said about developers, the ISVs, partners that build IP is key to us, and we will do everything to, I would say, to make it right again, because we have been on a slippery slope for a while. Not that we don't working with you, we do a lot of things with you, but you want to see things that are more consistent and structured. And I think to be able to do that, we had to go back a step and sort of build it a little bit from the ground up again. And I hope what you're going to see, and to be announced very soon, that this is going to be the thing that...
What do you mean by soon? What is that? Before
no, it's going to be Inspire. It's going to be Inspire. Yeah, with the whole update on the Microsoft Partner Network, including competencies, ISV, all that stuff will be announced at Inspire. It's going to be a real big communication going out.
Do you think that the incentives part and so on will also be announced in Inspire? Don't think so, no? In the big stage talking about...
Not in the big stage, but we definitely going to
Sorry, can
work...
you repeat that question? Because Olivia is asking a question without a mic.
Sorry, apologies. Is that announcement going to include information about incentives? I don't think so in the big stage.
No, not in the big stage, but we're going to have breakouts for specifically on ISV. So you're going to have the ability to really go down into the topic together with the Microsoft people. Yeah.
Okay. Rick and then Fernando.
I don't have a real question, but I just wanted to support your call for Inspire. Because not many people know that Inspire is co-located with Microsoft Ready, which is the internal Microsoft event. Last year, most people missed that piece of information. But I'm part of the Partner Advisory Council for Inspire, and we have tried to make sure that, there's much more interference, I would say, between Ready and Inspire. So if you go to Inspire, the chances of meeting the Microsoft people you need to meet are much higher. And for example, and don't quote me on this because I might be technically violating my NDA, but there will be one expo. Last year there were two. Ready was on one end of the strip and Inspire was on the other end. This year it will be one expo, so you will meet a lot more Microsoft people. So if you need an incentive to go, this is absolutely one.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
Thank you, Rick.
last year was more like, it was done together and it felt like a little accident, and I don't think, the whole organization was really well organized, right? So lots of people were there, but you couldn't see them because they were in other things, right? So I hope it's better this year. Fernando.
Hi, my name is Fernando.
Hey, Fernando.
I'm the CEO of Unipartner. We are the service partner of the year in Portugal.
Oh,
Okay.
congratulations. Absolutely.
So we have service practice end to end on all your workloads. Okay, so we are focused on services, but also leveraging IP from other partners. So my question is not. It's about OCP and the success of what OCP catalog. We know OCP catalog as a tool for IP Cosell, and you talk a lot about IP, and it's important for us because we leverage on top of IP, of course, from other partners, but also to share practice capability.
Yes.
We have a lot of practice capability and focus, for example, on FSI. Or other areas where you have industry capability and some accelerators that in the end cannot be clearly, or it cannot be on the level of
The
what
IP.
you consider IP.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not our portal, for instance. So my question is, two questions. First is, where is the maturity of the OCP catalog in your perspective? What we can do better on that?
Yeah.
And the second is, how can we leverage on the practice component service area, not just the IP,
Yeah.
because we have a huge center of competence. We are working already with other EMEA countries,
Yeah.
Leveraging services as a, let's say, competence center, a nearshore center for
Yeah.
other partners, okay? And we want to use the tool, the OCP tool, to also to expand that,
Yeah.
okay, and grow.
So first of all, we call it IP Cosell, but it's going to go broader now. The only thing is that if we call it IP, it needs to be repeatable, and it needs to go through a technical validation. But it could be that we consider your practice as a repeatable IP. If it passes the technical validation, it's going to show up in the OCP catalog. So we're not going to restrain only to pure IP, but we're going to also look at services practices that are repeatable, that we consider repeatable IP, and we have definitions for that. And we have also our technical people that are going to work with you to really go one by one and see if we can put it in the solution catalog. So that's I think, a big clarification. On the other hand, I would say we never limit our Cosell with partners to people that are in the IP Cosell program. If you are an important system integrator in Spain, we're gonna know you, we're gonna work with you. If you're on a managed partner list, you're gonna have an asset of resources around you. So don't take it, and that's why I try to show IP Cosell is only an element of Cosell and how we can jointly sell. So don't be too restrictive on IP Cosell, but yes, we're gonna open it to services, because if you talk Teams and BizApps, there is IP, but there's also a lot of package services that we want to manage, services that we want to bring to the customers. So we opening up, but it needs to pass the technical validation. Okay?
Okay, I think we have time for one more question. Anybody? No? Okay. So
Thank you so much.
Big
Thank
round
you.
of applause for Wim.
One